everyone, Nexus Geoduck here and welcome back to my channel. Today is AquaNox Part 3. I did Part 2 yesterday with a couple of missions that I struggled with. One of them just glitched out because I think I was too eager. I did fail the mission because I died. So hopefully we're going to get a bit further. I don't think this campaign's actually as long as I thought it was, because I think this is only like a 4-hour campaign, maybe, without any fuck-ups. I did also have a side mission which I got, or an option mission, I got really confused by, because it was like a seisma bomb. I didn't know where the hell it was to. It's been a while since I did it, and it wasn't on the playthrough I did a couple of weeks ago when I played it. But that being said, if you like my content, please like, follow and subscribe. On that note, let's get into the action. And I believe... of course, we have like an army of people to talk to. God damn it.
So, what's the attraction here?
You'd be surprised, Sonny. Glowing jellyfish. That electrostatic fish that live on energy fields in earthquake zones. Some stuffed birds. The tooth of a T-Rex. The teeth of a megalodon. Even a tiny zoo with living surface mammals.
Well, poke me with Poseidon's prod.
Hey! That's not the half of it. We've also got old technology and art. The smile of the Mona Lisa. The hand of God by Michelangelo. The so-called Philosopher's Stone of Old Spain. Weapons collections. The pinnacle of the Eiffel Tower. Cultures of pox viruses. The first superconductor. And the brains of Einstein and Hawking. We've even got instruments that are used to rebreed dolphins.
Stop. I think I need to head for the nearest dive where I won't have to think so much.
Well, please come back again.
Light, sir. Do you have a reservation?
No, I was thinking maybe I could just hang around for a while and get something to eat.
Well, it so happens that the turmoil in our city has compelled a number of cancellations, so we may be able to fit you in.
Great. So what's on today's menu?
We have an excellent jellyfish sorbet, which is served on a dark table so that you may enjoy its lucifern-like glow. We also have a cocktail of king bent prawns and riftia mousse, baby barnacles on poached protein granules, and halibut eyes, octopus roasted in its own ink with a souffle of sugared isopods, and finally, a parfait of deep sea sponge and sea cucumber pulp.
How about a plate full of mussels?
Mussels? I'm very sorry, sir. No. However, the specialty of the house is living baby octopus, served with fresh eggs of its brothers and sisters, and drizzled with an amino foam sauce.
Quite the food they eat here.
Flint, how's life?
It goes. What are you doing here, Brooklyn?
I was hired by Admiral Cox's communication unit, but then I decided what the hell. So I pocketed the credits and left the old codger in peace. Still, he's better than that new line.
I agree, but I'm worried that Cox is making a mistake. I think he might need to be protected from himself.
Well, I was all set to take on a job. But now that I've cheated the Atlantic Federation, I'm going to have to make tracks. If you want it, report to Brewmeister at Concordia Place.
Ah, Dr. Razor. What's Boston trying to sell you?
Damn it, Flint! The professor here needs protection! I simply offered to be his bodyguard.
Well, I don't think there's any need, really. After all, Neapolis is a very civilized place.
Ha 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 ha! Wait until this civilized place has you by the throat, Professor. We're on the verge of civil war.
What are you doing here anyway, Professor? You run out of test tubes in Machina, Antarctica?
No, I'm here to study the local dolphin population. Did you know that we have 14 of our 23 sets of chromosomes in common with dolphins? They are relatives of Homo aquaticus and may be our ancestors. I'll bet you also didn't know that our blood has the same salt content as seawater. We emit salt with the lacrimal fluid so it can't accumulate in our bodies. Our noses point downward and not to the front. Exo-sapienta evolution. Flint, there are dolphin genes in your genome.
Professor, are you on drugs?
Of course not.
Tongue and tongue! The gods of the deep sea must send you. I'm so drunk,
I can't find a way to the camp.
Man, and that's supposed to be the job you've got to offer, you lousy boozer?
Damn! Honky tonk? Nah. You're too. Well, we need Master Sentinel and Carpenter now, and Light Water, and rope of Coder and Deep Draft 1. You can make credits out, and I've already ordered a few cargo ships full of that stuff. But there's the trouble.
Why don't they just take you along? You can make people drunk just by breathing on them.
The interim government under High Commander DePonto is concerned about the stability of the Federation. Ask around and see if Admiral Cox is really planning to take Parliament in a surprise coup.
The way I hear it, dirty tricks from the new line politicians are the real reason for the instability in Neapolis. Still, if I can't find any arguments in favor of what Cox is doing, I'll side with you.
And the conversations keep on going.
Excuse me. I just got back from the tornado zone, and I heard there's trouble here in Neapolis.
You can say that again. That Army Devil Cox occupied the broadcasting station. He's backed by a powerful army. My family is terrified. We came here 7 months ago from Canary Deep to be safe. And now, here's another warmonger.
Wow, she sounds really, really posh. Holy shit.
What's up? What can I do for you?
I need some information on Admiral Cox. I don't think I know him anymore.
I'm not surprised. The new line has seen to it that the old government can't do its job. So now, we're surrounded by militaristic idiots. DePonto is an officer, and the other one, Cox, leads a coup. As if that's what we need. When are we going to do something about the economy? About the education of our children and medical care? No. We get some guy attacking Parliament and killing innocents.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Pardon me, I gotta meet Captain Kruger in the Biscay shopping mall.
Man, I love Pep City Neo-Dopopolis. You can get everything here. Come on, let's make a few credits and drink every dive dry.
Sorry, I've got a problem, Harp. I know Admiral Cox is going to try to attack the Parliament, and I need to figure out how to keep him from doing that. If I don't, they're going to kill him. I don't know if I can trust Sewell.
The hell with Cox, and the hell with Sewell. I want action, and I want it now. Roars, whoa. And if you don't need them, you should at least come along and keep your ears open. Damn. Maybe you can prevent him from getting killed, which would be pretty ironic for you. Why not save the Parliament? One of my old buddies works at the Neapolis data center. He's also on the security force for surprise! The Parliament! His name is Carlos Bergman, and I think he's on vacation on Deep Draft 2.
Flint! We've seen the dolphins outside. They were wonderful! Such incredibly beautiful creatures!
Why the hell is everybody in Aqua talking about dolphins? They're just predators. What's the big deal?
Right, but they're also intelligent and extremely social beings.
I can be sociable too. After work, there's nothing I love more than hanging around a dive and getting into an argument.
Just because they don't have hands to build things with or wield weapons, it doesn't mean you can ignore their intelligence.
Look, who's breeding them? Man. They're a product of our knowledge. Amusing attractions at most.
They're very precious, Flint. One specimen is worth millions of credits. There are plenty of rich people who'd love to own one. But fortunately, private ownership is against the law.
They are so wonderful. I'm sure they can read our simple minds.
Punch. Werner von Punch. What's an old pirate like you doing in Pep City?
What else, you poison little mackerel? After you blew up at Gibraltar Fortress, hundreds of brave cutthroats were suddenly homeless. I opened a dive on Deep Draft 2 called Mr. Punch. But now, here I am scared out of my wits that this Cox guy is gonna crack up and put me out of business. By the way, your old buddy Brewmeister opened a place on Deep Draft 1 called The Swamp.
I've got real doubts about this. It's like we're sitting on a volcano. Someone has to stop Cox or we're finished. But then what? So many people think the new line is becoming dictatorial, and I agree. Now they're talking about doing away with our free economy and financing racist experiments. They're genuine technocrats, but then again, they didn't start all this violence.
Is business really that bad, Kruger?
At the moment, we're only allowed to import into Neopolis. I think they're hoarding, so they'll have enough food if chaos breaks out. By the way, Commander Ferrelli was looking for you. I just ran into him and he said he was on his way to the Federation Hall.
Thanks, I'll find him. Damn, I really didn't think Cox would do something like this.
Well, Flint, if you get the chance, shoot a fat torpedo up that old army cutcher's butt. For me and Brewmeister.
Chang, what are you doing here?
Inspecting our buildings here in Neopolis. It needs to be done because there's nothing worse than when people become careless and fall into a routine.
I hear Entrox took part in, let's call it, the liberation of a very rare gas.
Pure rumor. Besides, sometimes it's better for mankind to sidestep a little bureaucracy.
I can't argue with that. What do you think about the situation here?
Well, I have a high opinion of Admiral Cox, even if he has taken over the Federal Network data broadcaster. His emergency program is trying to discredit the politicians of the new line, which shouldn't be too damn hard.
I'm trying to save Cox from himself. Do you have any idea how I can get him and his men out of the broadcaster without getting them hurt or killed?
Talk to Marina Zellwig. She's an engineer at Entrox, and she knows a lot about communications technology. I think she's in the data center. And listen, if you want to save Cox's head, you better hurry up. I hear the situation is rapidly deteriorating.
Are you Marina Selwick? Sergei Chang said you might know how to help me liberate an occupied broadcast station.
Why? I'm an engineer, not a soldier. Listen, to be honest, I like what Cox is saying about the new line. Somebody has to warn the populace that they're trying to control people's minds. Pushing that artificial evolution stuff, along with smaller wages and an increased defense budget. Damn business technocrats.
Look, I agree, but right now I'm trying to save the Admiral's butt. I need to prevent them from blowing Cox up with that whole damn station.
The easiest way to calm Cox down would be to cut him off. Just destroy all the antennas and the cable knots. Then the occupation of the broadcaster becomes pointless.
Flynn, I'm glad you're back. Are you interested in my support?
Why? What's in it for you?
I'd like Cox to stay in the game. He's fighting against the new line, and they're talking about privatizing Entrox again. Guess who would have the majority share in a coup like that? Exactly, the new line. Anyway, I served under Cox for 5 years. I owe him.
Then let's save him from himself and get him out of this.
Okay, what weapons am I using? Okay, plus my Gatling and EMP Pactor. I don't think I need anything else, and I think I equipped everything last time. Big block, I'm pretty sure there's one more of them coming up. Okay, let's roll for it. Actually, let's save first.
Flint! Ha! I'm faster than you are! Honky tonk! The gods of the deep sea must have sent you! I'm so drunk, I can't find my way to the crapper! There's no way I can talk on! There are these freaking pirates around Deep Drift 1 trying to raid us! Do something!
What's he talking about? First he's moaning about needing the stuff. And now we're standing around here like bums in a soup kitchen.
Honky tonk! The Pacific Sea Devil knows who you are, but I know my pal, Flynn, and you're not Flint, so be gone!
McFlirty here. Sorry, Flint, but Brewmaster is totally drunk. Could you please check out the scrapyard? There are some zoners roaming around there.
We should go to navigation point 1 now.
Gosh, this Succubus 2 is definitely faster.
Oops! They don't want anything from Deep Draft. They're just digging around in the scrapyard.
Oi, Flint, looks like those zoners just wanted to dig around in the scrapyard. Damn zoners can build a whole habitat with the stuff they throw away in Neopolis. Flint, that's a trap. We desperately need you to protect the AquaNox containers. Some tornado zone scouts just showed up here, possibly with a bomber. And I'll pay handsomely to have them turned away. I promise. Worse if you hadn't been here. Stop by and pick up your pay.
Flint! Boy, we've met.
Who cares? It's really dangerous at Deep Draft 1.
Oh, no problem. Relax. You just earned a fat load of credits. By the way, my brother Jock sends his regards from the Argentine basin. And here's another flash. He also said the Atlantas are having trouble with the shields on their tanks for some reason. They're really vulnerable from the top.
Well, all right. Thanks, man.
Hey, 6,000 odd credits.
Commander Forelli, good to see you again. I would have preferred a different circumstance.
Me too, Flint. I wish it wasn't true, but we have to face the fact that Cox is attempting a coup. Sewell has been ordered to prevent it.
Cox is a good friend of Flint's.
A very good friend. And the father I never had. I have agreed to help, Commander, under the condition that Cox remains unharmed.
Commander Forelli, what is your opinion of the new line and of Sewell?
Well, I'm a soldier above all else. But if you asked me, I think the New Line are a bunch of techno-dictators. Still, they're smart enough not to break any laws, unlike Admiral Cox. Flint, your mission is to take back the data broadcaster near Neapolis that Cox's forces captured. We lost a wide frequency range of the emergency network when that station fell, so we need to chase the rebels out of there. And remember, those are Neapolis troops, even if they're following Cox, so I don't want any corpses. We have reinforcements coming, and Cox's men will try to cripple the ships. That's what I want you to do to their vessels. Cripple them, then back off. Report to Deep Draft 2 when you're done.
Aye, sir. Chase off the rebels and clear the frequency band. Consider it done. DeGrange, you ready?
Aye, sir. Ready like a prime torpedo.
Pretty sure a primed torpedo is the opposite of what they want. Okay, how many can I have? 10. Okay. Shop. Flash shark. We want 10 of these. And then equip it because, you know. Save. Dock. Destroy the antennas, protect the troop transport, the broadcaster mustn't be destroyed. Oh, please tell me this isn't the one where I've got to sneak by.
Flint, from here on out, you're responsible for protecting the troop transport. It's due in at 1400 at the data broadcaster, and we need all of Cox's units deactivated, or driven away by them. Remember, don't kill anybody if you can help it. We don't want a civil war on our hands, so give those pilots a chance to use their rescue capsules.
No, this isn't the one
I think we're too late. The radio program, 100 Ways to Cook Shrimp, has been interrupted. They reported an attack by Cox and his buddies. Here we go. Your friend occupies a radio station.
Well, the hell with it. Did you hear that? Cox's press officer just made a little statement. Now the New Line and DePonto's interim Neapolis government are throwing all kind of buzzwords around. Transhuman bioengineering, anti-sleeping laws, relaxed weapon laws and habitats, and reductions in pay rates. The way I see it, the crap's just about to hit the propeller. You must interrupt Cox's program. He's broadcasting from the Trios, using the transmitter on the station. Switch it off or destroy it, and make it snappy.
I just received a message from Cox's scouts. They want us to join them. They know you're an old friend of the Admiral's.
I know you don't want any alliances with Cox. You want to protect Cox from himself. It's getting complicated.
Love the music on this game.
Some of Cox's guys are deserting, with their tails between their legs. Good for us. Less trouble. Attack the marked target now. to dock at the radio station and brought in special units. Looks good. A couple of scouts showed up. Guess who gets to iron out the problem? Cox's men want to destroy the radio station. They don't want it to fall into the hands of the dictator again. At least that's what Cox says.
Flint, protect the broadcaster against the attacks from Cox's scouts. Eliminate the threat, but do not eliminate the pilots. Pick up the rescue capsules now.
The Navy headquarters is singing your praises. You're the hometown hero. We can go home. Our mission is over, Skipper. I'm so proud of
you. Commander Forelli here. Great work, men. Thanks.
Yeah. I believe you already have my account number for the credit upload.
Harper, Commander Forelli might think you're driven solely by avarice.
Well, why else would anybody put their butt on the line for another person's politics?
All right, Harper. Your endangered posterior will be well compensated. And now for something more demanding. Commodore Sewell is waiting for you, and it's important. This crisis is not over.
Hey, wise guy. What do you want to order?
Do you have sea serpent sperm and algae mint sorbet?
Hey, knock it off. We have exactly 3 different menus here for our grilled fish entrails.
What do you mean you have 3 different ones, my little seahorse?
One for a small portion, one for medium, and one for large.
Oh, how large is large?
Well, if you were going on a trip to the Sea of Irkutsk, and you ate a large order of fish innards, you wouldn't need to take any food with you.
Really? That large?
The way it lies there in your stomach, you'll sure think so.
So, you're dopamine Harp's boss, huh? How's he doing? Sometimes I think it'd be easier to ride a freaked out killer shark than to hang out with Harper, you know?
As long as you keep feeding him credits, he's fine. He said you might be able to explain the defenses at the Parliament.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. Whoops, I clipped the escape button. Bugger. Oh.
Flint, I just landed a job. Hey, I should get some extra credits as a commission. Am I good or what?
Stay cool. That dopamine is playing rock and roll on your brain, Harp. What's the job?
You ever hear of a company named Neotech? They produce nothing but crap that nobody needs. Anyhow, the situation in Neo-Freakinopolis is so dicey that the CEO is afraid to make the trip to the office on his own. He's looking for a bodyguard, and he's willing to pay enough to suffocate us in credits.
Sounds easy. No hitch.
Nope. Pick the guy up at the dock, drive him to his office, then rake in the credits. Hey, by the way, how do you castrate a miner from the tornado zone? You give his sister an uppercut to the chin.
Well, this hasn't taken long to get this far. This guy's an asshole.
I suppose you are my escort?
Yes, sir.
You are an opposing figure, but I detect a certain brutality in your mannerisms.
That certain brutality might come in handy if we're attacked by pirates, sir.
Well, by the way, I don't appreciate conversation when I'm traveling.
That's fine with me. I wouldn't want you to put me to sleep at the helm anyway.
Are you a lout?
Keep talking and you'll find out in about 10 seconds.
All right, enough. I'll take my own scout. You follow at a discreet distance.
Right. Sorry. Oh, I hate protecting this bloke because he's up his own ass. I want that bomber that he's flying. Unfortunately, I can't use it because it crashes my game for some reason.
I've just talked to our lovely client. He says the scout following us doesn't belong to him. Maybe we should be a bit concerned.
Flint! I thought that scout was one of your men. I'd never seen it before. Freak out.
Oh, a radio message for Green. Payback? They seem to have differences with their boss. The majority of their weapons are aimed at him. Follow the marked object.
Flint, damn it! Can't you see I'm under attack?
It's not the easiest one to fight. Take it out. You kidding, Keita?
Oh my dear! They're shooting at my tanks! That's super liquid helium-17 in there! If it escapes, there will be a catastrophic explosion!
We should go to navigation now.
I'm going to switch over to robotic workers throughout my entire company. They don't moan about bad days and working conditions. And I thought I hired a professional. Don't expect anything from me now. I'm already more than fed up with the price I have to pay. Take your money and get out of here before I change my mind.
Like I said, he's an asshole.
Well, I can't really say that I was satisfied with your service.
Shut your face and satisfy me with your credits.
How would you like it if I halved your pay?
How would you like it if I halved your skull? Make the transfer or you're going to lose what's left of your brain.
I said he's a asshole.
Someone's waiting for you in the bar. An old acquaintance from Gibraltar, Werner von Punch. He has the official status of an observer and officer.
You mean he's acting as an informer for you?
You know, I really do enjoy your candor, Flint.
It saves time. I'll talk to Punch. In the meantime, you come up with a plan that gets Admiral Cox out of this mess in one piece. As agreed.
I would never break my word. Unless the state of affairs demanded I do so.
Then you better hope they don't.
I don't like Sewell either. He's an asshole.
These are miserable times, Brewmeister. And what do? Just sit around and drink all my synthahol.
That dishwater is only good for disinfecting toilets. Careful, you don't spill a drop on the floor. It'll burn its way through this habitat and pollute the ocean.
All right, you two, what's
Still
up?
stuff from earlier.
You said you had something for me.
That's right. Cox's militia is gathering out there and planning an attack. One of his division commanders has had a snootful with my excellent booze and is boasting about how his boss is making plans to occupy the Parliament of Neapolis.
That damn Parliament. Can you imagine that? Why simple folk like me get their butts kicked for something as small as stealing from a freighter.
Life's not fair. Where are Cox's men?
Take a little trip, and you'll find them staging north of Deep Draft 2. I tell you, we should switch off the communication network first. They're using ELF synapses, and I can give you the damn coordinates. Commander Ferrali also thinks we might be able to figure out what their plan of attack is against Neapolis, and maybe get some goods while we're at it. Stop Cox, okay? He's bad for business.
Not good for business. Not good at all. And hey, Flint, stop by and see me on Deep Draft 1 when you get back.
Alright, let's save, because I didn't do that in the last one. Just in case my game has a brain fart. Oh no. It's this fucking mission. I hate this mission. I gotta be stealthy. This is gonna take a couple of attempts.
Well, I don't get it. What the hell are Admiral Cox's scouts doing here in front of our station? Those political clowns are up to something, and I hate politics. They're hypocritical, ambitious, and bloodthirsty bunch, which is why I'm glad we have you.
I've ordered Piccolini to patrol Deep Draft and report any incidents. He has permission to attack if need be. Attack the marked target now. Cox's units can no longer use tunnel ELF. They're dead in the water. We should go to navigation point 1 now. Let's take care of the ships on the valley floor. Take the engines to minimum, and let the currents take us down. Let's go to navigation point 2, Flint. intruder microphones are picking something up. They're planning something big. There's a lot more to this. Let's get closer.
For making weird phases is because I do when I'm trying to be stealthy. I even did it on Alien Isolation. I pulled random phases.
Flint, if we hadn't cut off their lines of communication, we'd have a problem.
Hey, boss! Cox's boys are spitting fire here! Drop by and give me a hand with your pepper pot! Damn! That was really close!
Bad timing. We can't... Flint! They detected us! Now we're going to navigation point 3.
So I'd love to say in chat, but I've got to go.
Now we should look for navigation point 4.
Hi, you missed.
To navigation point 4.
Where are you, man? Your buddy Pico has a piranha biting him in the butt! Are you still alive? Give me a sign!
Definitely save them when I get back. Oh my god, I normally hate this mission.
Well done. We know Cox's task force has been weakened, but his men have threatened to take hostages at the Parliament. We're expecting an attack there.
I know it looks bad, but I'll tell you this. Cox has his reasons. The new line seems like power-craving technocrats to me. The Admiral may be overreacting, but that doesn't mean he's wrong. And remember, Cox is to remain unharmed.
The new line are striving for improvement. People are afraid of change, but we should work that out in debate, not a hostage crisis. Hold on. I'm getting word. Cox is on his way to take the Parliament, and he's threatening to kill the delegates one at a time.
I don't believe a word of that.
Get back in the water and fulfill your responsibilities, soldier, in the interest of the Federation and your old friend. Your wing, Harper, is waiting for you on your station.
Hey, 20,000 credits. Right, I am going to save, because I hate that mission. It's one of the missions that is like an insta-fail if you get detected.
What's up? What do you want?
I'm the good fairy, soldier. If you tell me about Admiral Cox's plans for attacking the Parliament, you get 3 wishes.
Cox is a pig. Throw me out. Said I was a risk factor. 3 wishes? Alright then. This is what they're gonna do. Cox loves diversionary tactics. So watch out for his fame. Normally he uses scouts for that. They're also going to reprogram their defense weapons for friendly fire. So their guns will also attack before the ships. The man's willing to kill his own people. Those were the days of Fortress Gibraltar. Hakaton, Captain Sorrow. He's probably enjoying himself very much in hell.
How about you? You like it here in Neapolis?
Damn! There's nothing here but spoiled nail varnish sniffers. The whole place is artificial. Me? I'm waiting for the Big Bang.
When civilization finally starts to devour itself?
I'm not a damn poet, Flint. All I know is that a war would bring these people back to reality.
War shouldn't be used to solve the problems of a calcified and oversaturated civilization.
Bah! War is like being born again.
Wow! You look like your gallbladder's going to explode, boss.
Yeah? Well, I'm not surprised. I can't believe it, but we gotta get out there and kick Cox's butt because he's threatening to kill hostages.
Forget about Sue. He's a Dubuana, a monster. Try to get a clear mind.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, you worry about your Dubuana, whatever that is, and I'll worry about Cox.
What do you know about my monsters, you arrogant little poodle shark? There were more Dubuanas in my past than ever would fit into the Argentine basin.
Well, I must get Cox out of there, and I can only do it if I'm on Sewell's side. If I tried on my own, I'd have the whole damn Neapolis army after me. It would be suicide.
Then let's do it. Better a terrible end than unending terror.
You're a real poet, Dopamine Harp.
Yeah, I drink words and fart rhymes. Woohoo!
Okay, fair enough. How much money do I have? Ooh. Yeah, there's no point getting this yet. Eesh. I did save, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, actually, do I have any flash sharks left? I have 7.
Alright, this is Commodore Sewell. Commander Flint and Captain Yala Rangoon, you are both linked into this little chat. And here are your orders. Rangoon, keep an eye on the administration buildings while Flint protects our holy parliament. I will cover Navy headquarters. Also, you will be pleased to hear that Neapolis is under martial law now, and I am the ranking officer. I promise you, I am going to restore order. Sewell out. Flint, deactivate all turrets around the Parliament. We don't want any fatalities among Cox's crew.
Attack the marked target now. Attack the marked target now.
We must not underestimate his eerie cleverness.
I've detected a transporter moving towards the Parliament. I wonder what it's up to.
We can't do it, Commander. Damn insanity. Bombers already foaming at the mouth, but we cannot deactivate the transport. There are too many bombers and frigates.
Commander, we don't stand a chance against Cox's force. He's got 2 frigates, with scouts and bombers on top of that.
Cox's forces are inside. He has taken over the Parliament and announced his own military government. Flint, damn it! Do something! Swamp those rebels out of there! Flint, I've dispatched a freighter with narcotic gas. They will smuggle it into the ventilation system in the Parliament. But I need you to give them cover. I'll be distracting the Triops.
Follow the marked object. Gas transporter can dock. They'll use the blue-green laser to cut the dock open and pump the knockout gas in the filter systems.
Flint, get over here. I'm having trouble with Cox's ground defenses. And rebels will not give up. Neutralize them immediately. Flint, take out the rest of them. Cox is trying to escape with the Triops. I'll follow him.
We should go to Navigation Point 1 now.
Cox is hovering broadside right in front of me. I got the old buzzard in my sights. Ha ha!
Flint! Sewell is harrowing Cox with heavy weapons. He's turned off his deactivation system. He's serious. He's gunning for the Admiral's head. We need to hurry.
Flint, back off! This is between me and Cox.
Follow the marked object.
Man, I'm really hurting here. Rescue capsule in the water. Piccolini out. I really took a beating that time. Fuses are popping like me.
We can't do anything, Flint. He's going to kill Cox. As far as I know, the Triops hasn't got any automatic rescue capsule yet. I'm sorry, Flint.
Flint, I know you're not against me. You were blinded by Sewell's charisma. Pursue it. We'll meet again in the deep blue seas of Western lands.
Well, I guess we all needed to demonstrate the low standards of our civilization one more time. Okay, Flint, you did what you could. Dock on.
Oh, thank God! Bloody hate that mission. I'm saving before I do anything.
Sewell, I'm already looking forward to ironing every crease on your damn face.
Grow up, Flint. Behind me, there's a whole division of loyal men looking for any reason to take you out, you stupid punk.
You killed Cox, which means you've got a big problem.
Oh, really? And that problem is what? You? Not even if you get past puberty.
I'm gonna be on you like the stench from your foul body, Sewell. I'm gonna find you wherever you are and dance on your grave. Ship against ship with no Neapolis army to cover your butt.
You're nothing but a snot-nosed Boy Scout. Nobody's going to keep me from creating a new and better world, including that old fossil Cox. Everything will change now, as mankind takes on the responsibility to evolve into a better race. Wake up, Flint! Those who don't fight with me are going to be struck down by progress.
I apologize for interrupting your little lullaby of superhumanity, but I just wanted you to know that I always collect on my debts. You killed my best friend, and you did it with my help. You can bet one day I'm gonna kill you, Sewell. Now I'm gonna go see a very clever woman sitting in the Neapolis Arms who has seen through you from the beginning. Keep your eyes open in the meantime, Sewell, because we're gonna meet in Traitor's Hell.
Oh, 47,000 credits, though.
Peace, stranger. What brings you to my humble bar?
I'm searching for the perfect Aquarian tsunami booster.
With all the political trouble we're having, maybe you should keep a cool head.
A cool head is a paradise for a simple mind. I'm feeling fine, friend. Like a whirling slick. Like a sediment avalanche. I hate politicians and their disregard for all of us.
I see. You know, I think what you need is a drink I call the Zoma Trauma. You won't feel your bones at all, and your brain will feel like it went on vacation without you.
Ah, the drink I need.
There you are, Simba. Like a big mouth without teeth. Who jumbo, radiant man.
All right, rub it in. You were right. You Dugon are so damn clever and wise.
Yes, we are. But even a Dugon can come to meet the wrong person.
What are you telling me, Shaka? I'm listening.
I was his slave. Nobody dares to turn down the wishes of a duke of the Clans Union. I had left my family to become a free prince's warrior. I ended up aboard his ship, the Nudaman, where he kept me as a slave for himself and his drinking pals. I escaped, and now he's after me. We will meet face to face. Nimi Kasarika, I'm furious.
And you're going to feed a torpedo tube with your wrath.
Nandio. Yes, my wrath fills my lungs, my heart, my brain.
You'll get him, warrior princess.
And you will have to watch out for Soul. We both have our duties. Two Freak has stolen my freedom, and Soul, your friend, he's dangerous. He will come back to the tornado zone. He has no patience. He wants power. He's gonna pull the Kenyesi, that damn brain fire project, through. They want to go to the surface. I was told they were bringing out the buoy. You're gonna stop him.
Shaka, I don't just want to stop his project. I want to kill him with my bare hands. I'm a simple man.
Yeah, a man is always simple. It's no news to me. He wants to kill or make love, and then afterwards run off as fast as possible. Alam Siki.
Sorry to disturb you, Flint, but your wings would like to know when we're going to move on.
We're moving on now to the tornado zone. I want Sue.
Oh, crap. Private vendettas don't bring in credits, man. We're either mercenaries or we're nothing.
Don't worry about it. We're taking the next jump ship to Atacama. Flint out. On the way to the tornado zone, I felt as if a synthahol-stewed, loop-legged globefish was thrashing around inside me. I murdered a good friend, and from now on I knew fate would sing a cruel song when it danced with me. I was about to find out the real meaning of brain fire, fighting for Warlord Ivan King against the legendary and eerie Crawlers. Yet only one thought occupied my mind. Vengeance on Commodore Sewell. His head at any price.
New cutscene means new stuff. Well, I would love to get the voodoo breath, but unfortunately it crashes my game after like a mission or two. So I'm going to go for the Phobocaster. It's not as armoured, but it's faster. Okay. The laser gatling is what I want. Ooh, wow, that's pricey. Okay, we're at 40,000. I don't think I'll need that anymore. Thank God for those flash sharks. Now I'm gonna have to get the fusion block before I then get the nano repair kit too. So let's get the fusion block and get rid of that. Ooh, just about enough for the nano repair kit. Youch. Equip. Laser gatling, yes. Generator. Repair kit. And the salinator. Ah.
Razor, you spend more time in Atacama than you do in Machina, Antarctica. What's new? Or are you still looking for a new evolutionary branch for man?
Not at the moment. We have more pressing problems. Do you know what scholar energy is? Oh, sorry, I forgot. You're a mercenary. Well, imagine that we could build up limitless energy in a kind of field in any location. Without a conductor, without direct transmission.
Hey, Doc, keep talking. I'll amuse myself by trying to stay awake.
These crawlers, they're not uncivilized cave dwellers. We have compared several reports, all indicating that they dispose of a battleship with some new kind of weapon.
I'm awake. Tell me more, Doc.
We think that this weapon is a kind of Scalar howitzer. That's the only possible conclusion based on the descriptions we've been getting. We don't know where they got this technology, but we better find out. If you want more, see Dr. Sislaya on Scavenger. She's doing a statistical evaluation of the weapon.
Ah, Velasquez. How's Lima 1?
Racing towards me. The crawlers are mining methane hydrate underneath our station. King doesn't have time to deal with everything, but if they're not stopped soon, there's going to be a landslide, and Lima 1 will be history.
Wow. Well, if you need help, just let me know. What else are you hearing?
King is in trouble. The leader of the crawlers, Mad Sam Corhonen, is becoming a real public darling. He's organizing and threatening attacks, acting like a self-appointed Duke of Hell. The populace is furious about Brainfire, because nobody knows what the hell it's good for. People are scared. And now Sul is pretending he's the new warlord.
Sul? Where does he sit with King?
King would just as soon blow Sul and his toys to pieces. They say officials in Neapolis removed Sul from Brainfire, but he mutinied, and he's acting on his own.
Not for long if I can help it. Sul made some big mistakes in Neapolis. After he killed Cox, everybody realized what had happened. They went back to the negotiating table, but that's too slow for Sul. He wants his agenda pushed through and wants power. And I think Brainfire is how he's going to get it.
Stop him, Flint, and listen. I heard that Black Princess Warrior is looking for you in Scavenger. Watch your money and your privates if you go there. It's a rough place. In fact, if you want to talk to someone, shoot them dead first, then ask questions.
You know what? We should zip over to Scavenger. A pal told me the Yachting Quotient has a whole level just for amusement.
I don't know, Harper. But then you're so into women all the time, why would I think you'd be thinking of anything else?
Youngster, I think you could do with a little relaxation, too. What do you think? Should we go for it? Scavenger has the best fentanyl, the best soma trauma, the smoothest Aquarian tsunami booster, and...
So let's go! What are you waiting for, man?
All right, but let's keep our eyes open on the way. Crawlers, Creoles guys. You know, the zone will eat her own children if they're not careful.
Oh yeah, I did get another packet too. Got the fusion block. I want the Sizzler still. There's one better than the Sizzler. I got the laser Gatling, which is far better than the plasma Gatling. 2 E-shells, 1 E-shells. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Hey, boss! Scavenger is so hip, you know? We simply must go there. They've got the hottest things and the oiliest drinks. Let's split these cities like Moses and get there as fast as we can. Hey, I'm gonna let out the loudest fart known to man, right in after Wampa Jones's pleasure dome. Deadeye, we've got a lot of miles behind us, and I can't wait to drown a little of my inner warrior on Scavenger. Booze, fat food, women. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Come on, boss, life's too short.
What are they doing here? Maybe they stopped by for a snack? Probably looking for the heart and soul of their biggest enemy. That's you, sweetheart.
They probably need biofood again. Look at all those ships. They're splitting up and assimilating fat, protein, minerals, and gland secretion. They're as disgusting and cannibalistic as Mad Sam's gang. Whoa! The demon of joy, Dr. Wampa Jones here, dragon rider of Scavenger and admirer of the art of war of Deadeye Flint. What's going on? By the circular rainbow of Spitsbergen, why aren't there any more ships arriving here? Is somebody walking their needle Pluridon? Why don't all of you brave shark studs sort things out, huh? Like and sure. Listen, if we act like nothing happened and just slip off to Scavenger, we can save ourselves a lot of work. We'd even have first choice on Scavenger without having to wrestle with those out-of-camera goats. How about it? Oh, the hell with it! I say we take a can opener and crack these thigh-outs open. Then we put the reward in our pockets and kick Atahualpa's backside until he gives us everything we want.
We should go to navigation point 1 now. Scavenger to send us a rescue transporter. Now let's take care of the survivors before they become the Sunday crunch. Transporter has collected all rescue capsules and is asking for an escort to Scavenger.
Flint! I owe you thanks! Bring the survivors to me, and I'll give them some brain melters to help them forget their fear!
Okay, darling, bye-bye.
Just heard what happened on the way to Scavenger.
Our favorite bad guys asked us to dance, so we showed them some new moves.
You'll all end up with a bonus for that. Thanks, Flint.
Hey, 12,000 credits. I need that, I'm a bit skint. Not that there's anything else I want other than the Sizzler.
Jumbo. Has the great symbol licked his wounds now? I can see the thirst for revenge in your eyes.
Yeah, and it looks like Sewell is no longer acting in an official capacity. Neapolis cut him loose for killing Cox.
You don't feel any of that around here. He and his Brainfire guys are acting like the top dogs.
I can't find anybody who knows what they're doing with the buoy. Some say it's a transmitter, but who the hell do they think they're gonna contact up there?
Here in Scavenger, the drug guzzlers are hanging around. The gossip flourishes here. Go and find out. By the way, Garcia's Lounge is one of those city slickers of Neapolis hanging around. His name is Freeman, and he shows off with his ship. It's one of the old Sugabus class. Didn't you used to have one of those?
Yeah, and maybe that snot-nosed little punk stole it. I think I'll have a word or two with Freeman, then I'm gonna go listen to Atahualpa Jones shoot his mouth off. Who knows, I might even learn something.
Today's special is dam vent mussels and brown stock. Sea pot beer goes with it.
So, you guys here in Scavenger are real tough, huh?
Our stomachs are made of titanium, and our guts are stronger than pipe.
Great. Fix me up with something that would give even a crawler cramps.
It's unbearable. The attacks, the murder, kidnappings, they even raided the morgue transport on its route through the surrounding stations. Screw it. I'm going to mix you a crawler quencher. A little fermented protein slick simple from the Indian Ocean. Sour algae aroma for the nose and blue crab blood because it's rich in copper and won't clot an eyes.
You know, Garcia, that might be just the secret weapon we need against the crawlers.
Hey! Aren't you that war hero with that borrowed ship? Last time I saw you, you were picking up trash in the Argentine basin.
Listen, baby blue eyes. I know you stole the Zuka bus. Where I come from, that's a capital offense. You're lucky I didn't tear out your larynx the last time we met. How come you snot-nosed, bored Neapolis sonnies think the whole world belongs to you? Well, get this. Here in the zone, your butt belongs to me. And I'm gonna bury you so deep the devil's gonna have to dig down to get you.
Anytime, soldier boy. Anytime.
And just for the soldier boy comment, I'm gonna break each and every bone in your body, starting with your little toes.
Knock, knock! Who's there? Stranger? Are you in a military cloak? Or a cape of peace? Are you a drug cop or a customer? Does the sun shine out of your butt? Or are you an enemy of light, like the crawlers?
Your drugs are just making you funnier and funnier, Jones. Although pretty soon I think they're going to be coming out of your ears. What do you know about Brainfire and the crawlers?
Yeah! Freedom of the brain, dude! My brain is allowed to go shopping with me, but it has to stay on a leash. Man, I'm telling you, man of many questions. Brainfire is only the beginning. They want to go to the surface? To the big, big yellow? They're nirvana of colors. And those crawler babies, they want all of the wonderful techno toys of Brainfire. The Dark Chief of Neapolis.
Sewell.
No, Soul. Cool. Who cares? Castrate the degenerate and send his soul on vacation in hell. Tubby the Big Mouth Escobar hangs out in Yatacucha, and he knows what's what. Talk to him if you want. And you know what else? Anything I can smoke, swallow, or inject is a waste of my time.
You must be my new assistant. It's about time.
Sorry, I'm useless when it comes to juggling test tubes. I was just talking to Dr. Razor, and he was telling me about a new secret weapon the crawlers are using.
Well, I suppose it would be useful if the military were informed. but I think I had better speak to an officer first.
Lady, there aren't any officers in the tornado zone. They do seem to have a pressing crawler problem, though, so what do you say?
Well, yes, I see your point. Our latest information about the Scalar howitzer the crawlers are employing seems to indicate that they cannot fire it very rapidly, but that once fired, it has considerable power to penetrate. Preferred targets seem to be battleships and frigates. They don't seem to target scouts and bombers very often.
So? You find out any more about those cannibals?
Yeah, they say they have nutritious brains. Won't they be sorry when they bite into Atahualpa Jones? Woe be to the cannibal that gets his head.
See? We wouldn't want any malnourished crawlers. Listen, they're looking for technology for their race. Really, I've talked to one of them. They're angry. They want to develop a new race for living in the darkness of the oceans. Mad Sam keeps feeding them those myths about the North Pole. Then they all sneak around in the dark and get crazed with rage. They plan on preventing us from getting to the surface by stealing brain fire.
What about Sul?
Sul. I've already heard. You'll find Sul if you follow the drag marks he's leaving on the seafloor. I hear he's afraid of you, but he wants brain fire too. Must be a whole lot of desirable technology in there.
I hope it all finds its way to hell.
The only thing I've heard about Sul's troops is that they have some big frigates at their disposal. The word on one of them, the Tursus, is that it has a rotten shield at the bow.
Flint, it's good you're back. We've got, well, a problem.
Pipes backing up? Habitat filling with sewage?
Close. Carhonen is planning to attack. And this time, it looks like we're getting the whole banquet. From hors d'oeuvres to soup du jour. Their battleship has plotted a course for Atacama City.
Aha, that's worth a big drum roll.
And the fanfare. Bring your wings along, and tell Harper he'll get his fair credits. And the bonus on top of that. If you do, come back and wake in your meat.
Right. Let's save. Next mission, let's go.
Flint, the scrapheads are getting serious. They've launched a full assault. Get over here and take care of it. Flint, attack the damaged crawlers first. A dead gun is a good gun.
We should go to navigation point 1 now.
On attacking brain fire. We can't allow any more damage there, so take care of it.
Let's go to navigation point 2, Flint.
Flint, you dunce! Stop the assault before they tear it to pieces, or we'll have to sell it for scrap. Target destroyed. Flint, hurry up with brain fire and get over here. Our defenses are weak. We need reinforcements.
Target destroyed.
Okay, guys. Now it's our turn.
We should go to navigation point 1 now.
My guys are repairing the main floodgate, and we could use some protection. I have a feeling there's more to come. Keep your eyes peeled, particularly in the canyon at the new navigation point.
Now we're going to navigation point 3.
Target destroyed. Target slashed, you guys.
Target destroyed.
We've got a problem. More crawlers are sneaking up on us. You'd better come back to Atacama City.
We should go to navigation point 1 now.
Yeah! Target destroyed!
Target slashed, you guys.
Yeah! Target destroyed! Target destroyed!
say that it shows great foresight to take care in one's early years of the arrangements surrounding one's demise.
Uh-huh. What have you got in mind?
We have 3 different cremation ceremonies. Our best service involves a high-performance kiln, and our most popular service involves multiple burials during a holiday fire show. Either way, you'll have ashes to leave to your bereaved family, that they might remember you. This is not the case with our reactor burial, which is our least expensive solution.
You know, I think I'd like to get my death and burial over at the same time. Bang! A big flash, and that's it.
Okay, son. What can I make you to feed your answer?
How about a tsunami booster?
Son, you just plain lack imagination. I'll tell you what. I've got a drink that will shoot right into your veins. I call it evil living, because it gets rid of the worst side effect of life.
Okay, Garcia, what would that be?
The feeling of being alive.
Svensson? Hey, you're Maggie Svensson, right? You supervised the rescue operation off Lima, too.
Flint, nobody can be saved in the zone, and nobody wants to be saved. And it's your own fault if you are.
Oh, right, the mercenary philosopher. Well, keep talking, baby, it turns me on.
Flint, if you were the last man in Aqua, I wouldn't go that low.
Ouch, that was really clear. Hey, where are you going?
There's a fight brewing out there between Willy Boy's people and one of Creole's freighters. Happens from time to time, and it's a good opportunity to pick up some expensive spare parts. Particularly because Creole's helmsmen are as stupid as Vent prawns.
It's as if the whole damn Pacific is lousy with poison, Flint. I can feel it. The crawlers are going to make more trouble than we can. And we've got Sue on top of that. An informant reports he's seen the bone shaker with that guy called Nameless Dr. Ghost. There's a more in the reef.
I'll see what I can find out.
Listen, there's this nutty lady scientist. She's normally knocking back liters of synthahol in South Victory Tavern. I've told her. If she knows what brain fire and that buoy are about, she has an old friend with her too. And Oceanite.
Sam, my old friend and rescuer of Aqua.
Flint, please. My real name is Homo aquaticus. S3G5. That's Success Series 3. Generation 5.
That doesn't sound like a Machina Antarctica breeding program at all. Honestly, I think Zem sounds more human.
Well, more transhuman anyway. Actually, I'm here supervising a Machina project aimed at oxygenating the seas of Atacama.
Let me save you a brain cramp, Miss Flint. I'm Charlie Gilmore. Pleased to meet you. The idea is to saturate the water around the habitats with oxygen and to add additional information to the molecules. It's about breathing liquids, so the oceanites can settle everywhere. Zem, dear friend, one day you liquid breathers will populate the whole of Aqua and make it a peaceful kingdom at last.
We are peaceful and friendly because our genetic aggression complexes have been bred out.
Let's stay with holy science. King tells me you know something about brain fire.
You bet I do. Do you have the guts to believe me? Ugh. Or do you see a sign on my forehead that says, intoxicated scientist shoveling a load of shark food?
Not really. In fact, your forehead looks pretty good. I'm fond of tipsy scholars.
I warn you, Charlie. Flint feels a strong compulsion to charm every woman he sees.
Well, Flint, give it your best shot. I'm always interested in male mating dances, for purely scientific reasons, of course. Did you know that the energy men waste on porn hardship regimens is the reason they live, on average, 10 years less than women do.
I'll take the occupational risk. Now tell me about brain fire.
Okay. 500 years ago, our ancestors sent so-called satellites into orbit around the Earth. They were robots that transmitted data and shot high-resolution pictures of the Earth's surface. They were used for observation, espionage, and also waging war. As an archaeologist, I can tell you that the only satellites that could still be in orbit after all this time are the military satellites of the Milstar X-5 class. They've got plutonium cells and are microwave-driven.
Whoa. Now Sewell is using that buoy to try to play with those satellites?
Exactly. You yourself supplied him with the login data, but we haven't been able to decipher the codes. We're feeding it to the Milstar X-5, but we don't have the slightest idea what we're really doing. What makes it even worse is that back in those days, about 15 years before the Great Descent into the oceans, most of those satellites had been hacked into by terrorists. So perhaps a former American military satellite, designed to trigger artificial earthquakes in the eastern Mediterranean, is now actually programmed to shake up North or South America.
Maybe Sewell has his finger on the trigger. Why was Brainfire even built?
Hope. The government wants information about the surface, and the hoping and observation satellite can be used to give them a picture of paradise.
Listen, I'm sorry, but I've got to go. We'll meet again, though, and I'm grateful for the information you gave me, even if it does sound like a paranoid nightmare. I apologize for not turning on the charm, too. You'll just have to wait a bit. And Zen, good to see you again, friend.
Well, Flint? Has your little prawn brain grasped the implications of brain fire yet? Did that test tube freak and her little waterman make it clear? You should recognize destiny and join us. We could use a fighter with your skills. These soft-head fatzos from Neapolis, they call themselves politicians. They can't make the right decisions for us.
Sewell, I promised you a painful death. Tell me where you are and I'll make it quick.
I thought you were smarter than that, Flint. Then again, you were crossbred with the sociogenetics of a dolphin, making you friendly and social. You're not worthy of fighting for our cause, you coward!
Don't forget, Sewell. Dolphins may socialize, but they're predators at heart. King's beeping me to meet with him, which means you're safe for the moment.
So what? The hell with it! I knew right from the start there was something fishy about that suit.
Give me a break. If he offered you enough credits, you would have kissed your own butt.
Damn, Captain! Besides, Army officers are tight-fisted monsters. All of them. They'll tell you, fight for honor, for your home, for your beliefs. That's all crap.
Harper, just a little deeper and you're going to be scraping the sea bottom.
I see Dopamine Harp is on testosterone again. By the way, I'm dating one of Soul's brainfire workers.
And what the hell do you call that? An estrogen overload? Gee.
No, I call that information gathering, you moron. I've softened him up so much that he now works for us. I'll bet anything he's going to be a valuable source of intelligence.
I love you, Captain. Where can I find your pitiable victim?
His name is McSilver, and he likes to hang around on the Plaza El Nino. And Flint, please don't toy with his emotions.
Flint, you need to talk to Velasquez on the Plaza El Nino. His geologist is saying their seismograph is dancing the rumba. There is something going on the continental slope.
Aye, sir. On the way.
Gee, Flint. What's new? Do you believe me about that satellite now, or what? That's a true secret of the tornado zone hasn't been discovered yet.
If only the serious scientists of Machina could see you now. So, what is the true secret of the zone, Lady Puff?
The hell with them. Idiots. They've got the IQ of a dead habitat
crawlers, they know a secret.
Okay, sailor, I think you've had enough.
I'm glad you brought your proud crew with you, Flint.
Tigrange and Dopamine Harp are already patrolling the continental slope.
What's actually going on here, Velasquez? Volcanic eruptions?
No. Methane hydrate. Those damn crawlers have been secretly mining methane hydrate right under Lima 1.
Which does what?
Fills the continental slope full of holes.
If the water temperature in the oceans rises by only 2 degrees, all of the worldwide hydrate stores will melt at once, triggering catastrophic events. We all live on the edge of that abyss.
Okay, enough geology. I suggest we find the crawlers and stuff them back in whatever hole they crawled out of.
Nobody knows where they come from. Some people think it's the center of the Earth.
Even if they come from hell's fire itself, we can't waste time. Velasquez, I suggest you begin evacuation. Can you do that from here? We'll return here when we're finished.
And we'll follow Captain Fireheart right into damnation.
Okay, so... Okay, let's save and we'll do one more mission, I think.
What are you hanging back for, Flint? Get out from behind the tanks and let them have it. Flint, eliminate the scouts first. Then atomize the mining dredges before you capture the freighter. And remember, the methane hydrate is helping to hold up the continental slope. So act fast.
We should go to navigation point 1 now.
a grease portal! Let's move, guys!
Follow the marked object.
Just a little bit of an escort mission. God knows everyone likes escort missions. Shame this most of this game is filled up with just dialogue.
They'll try to nuke it where it'll cause the most damage, so keep your eyes open.
My stream is seriously behind today.
Howdy! We did it! What you say we gonna knock down a few dope colas diluted with synthahol soda? Atacama City, here we come! Yeah!
Broke the chemo toilet in my hotel. Next time you see me that drunk, just shoot me.
But a drunk egghead really gets me excited, Lady Prof.
You know, your ego is so big it would weigh all of floating Bombay down to the sea bottom.
Thank you all for your bravery. We've lost the bulk of Lima 1, and the slope is still unstable. Let's at least hope this part of the station can be salvaged. Ivan King already has an emergency plan in place, and he'll also be taking care of your pet.
Damn, Velasquez. I wish you the best of luck on Lima 1.
Light, sir. How may I help you?
Offer me a new life. The one I have now is getting too complicated.
We have baby eel and fluorescent vinaigrette.
Really great. Spare me your crazy gourmet creations. Give me a Dopa-Cola and some Sim Smokes from floating Bombay.
Yes, sir. Here you are. Tell me, sir, do you think it's possible that the crawlers might come here one day to Atacama City?
Sure. They know what they want and they know where to get it. They've already got spies among us. People who aren't yet averse to light, so they can still have a look around. Sound us out, snoop when we're not looking. They send back word on ships that can be raided, victims they can take like easy prey.
That's awful!
Yeah, except they're only doing what we do on Neopolis. Everybody's sucking the marrow out of everybody else's bones. Silver? DeGrange sent me. She said I should give you a big French kiss before we talked about brain fire.
Why don't we skip the first part, okay? I hear you really want Sue's head really bad.
Yeah, I'd like to rip it right off his shoulders. I know he's captured brain fire, more or less, and is plotting his own course with it.
Exactly. He has loyal troops, and they're good men, but they don't understand. Sue's in this for himself.
What is brain fire all about?
Do you honestly think we know? Not a chance. That's highly classified. Only the inner circle have any clue, and they're not likely to talk. All I know is something's going to happen, and happen soon.
Flint, I'd like nothing more than to break the necks of that whole gang in Neopolis.
Too many necks, King. More trouble with Sewell? At least he's a wanted criminal now, facing multiple corruption trials if he's ever captured.
Yeah? Well, he helped himself to brainfire. I checked the buoy and it's sending signals to Milstar X5 at a fantastic rate. We must stop him before it's too late.
He won't listen to us. He claims brainfire is his. Arrogant Neopolis jerks. Professor, tell Flint about your quarrel.
I've been studying old documents from the surface time, and I've come across something interesting. There were records of gigantic caverns with branches burrowing deep into the earth. There's even a legend some scientists subscribe to, which says the earth is hollow and populated, and lit by some kind of small internal sun.
Great. So you think the crawlers are hiding in caverns along the Pacific West Coast?
Exactly. I've got the ancient map, and I think I know where the crawlers come from. What I still haven't figured out is why they're coming out all at once.
That's not important right now. Right now, we need to deal with Sewell.
Aye, aye. Let's whip his butt.
Ooh, your charm is really bewitching.
And that wasn't even full speed, Lady Prof.
Hey, 31,000 credits. Oh no, I'm not looking forward to that mission. I have enough for the Sizzler. So that should immediately be equipped. Yes. Okay, let's save. Yeah, okay. Alright everyone, it's going to be the end of my AquaNox playthrough. Not too bad, apart from that mission where I constantly failed trying to save that tech bomber and stun it with all those scouts flying around. It's a pain in the ass. I think about 5 attempts it took me, 5-6 attempts. I did it eventually. And then I had sneaking mission where it's just a sneak drive, and I last played this a couple of weeks ago. It took me like 3-4 attempts to actually do it, but I got through it. So the next stream is going to be on Monday of AquaNox, see how far we can get through it. I will be editing part 2 and 3 either later on tonight or Sunday. I might do a chill stream on Saturday, just chilling. I might have had a game to chill out too. But until then, stay strong, stay safe, peace out.